Honesty is the best policy. We're finishing the Keira Lothan stream. Now, we did talk about relationships today, and I've decided that this topic very well tackles this idea because we already talked high value men, we talked about how high value women. Let's talk about honesty. The one of the most important things in any relationship, may it be business relationship, family, romantic relationship, all of those relationships require us to be honest with each other. So let's have a discussion on this.
Being honest is probably the most important thing that you can possibly do for yourself and for your future relationships. Being
Literally started the same way that I did. Quote, unquote.
honest is basically you projecting the truth onto someone else. Like if you're talking to someone and you're being completely honest about you and your situation, how you feel, you're being completely honest, telling the truth, you're projecting the truth onto them. They're going to have no choice but to be honest with themselves. And it's like a reverse psychology effect. Like if you
The thing that I didn't mention in the beginning, and the reason why all of us should be honest, is because a lie can only exist if we fulfill it with another lie. It can't exist on its own, right? Whereas the truth is just there. You can like it, you can dislike it, but it's there. So therefore, you can like vanish tomorrow and it's still gonna be there. So that's the beauty of it. Just be honest.
if you were to project negativity onto someone or an insecurity, they are more likely to project insecurity back onto you.
That's also true.
Like I said, life is a mirror. So whatever you are projecting into the world, that's what you're going to receive. And being honest gives you truth. Being truthful to yourself allows other people to be truthful with you. Like imagine you're friends with someone and they're really not being honest with themselves. How can you really trust them? How can you
Oh, we got those examples. I'm not saying they, but I have examples.
really trust a friend that can't even look themselves in the mirror and understand what's really wrong with them or what their weaknesses are? If someone around you is constantly trying to project this big picture or this big like ego, like that's not someone you want to be around. Okay, you want someone to be honest with themselves. And honesty also comes from being humbleness, and admitting that you're not where you want to be and you're exactly where you're supposed to be.
Basically taking looking at the image it is now and accepting it.
Honesty opens up so many doors, and honesty also relieves stress. It relieves like a pressure you feel, because why lie about it? If you gotta lie, you gotta constantly lie. If you're lying to yourself, you're most likely
That's
lying
literally
to
what I
other
said.
people. So for example, me being a model, I am not a model, and I don't say that I'm a model because I'm being honest about it. But what I am being honest about is that I want to be one, and I'm saying it out loud. If I didn't want to be a model, why would I say it out loud? Why would I speak into it? Why would I project that type of honesty that I feel? It's just an emotion. It's an emotion, it's an ambition. So for me to project that is my honesty. And if I didn't project it, it would most likely not come true. And who can trust me if they don't believe it? It's
True.
same goes for everything else. Like if you want to go to the gym, be honest about it. If you don't want to go to the gym, be honest about it. If you need to go to the gym and you don't want to go to the gym, just say that.
Yeah.
Just say, oh man, I don't want to go to the gym. It makes you feel better about going to the gym, even if you don't want to go.
I literally had the same thing today. I was sparring, and we had to go through 12 rounds. And after round 5, I felt like, nah, I don't want to do it anymore. I should like it, but I don't. Yeah, it got easier. I actually knocked another guy down in the next round after I projected it. Yeah, I mean, I don't want it, but I'm here. I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna try to enjoy it, at least the way I can. Yeah, I really enjoyed that punch, not gonna lie.
You're telling yourself you don't want to go, so you're being honest with yourself, and you're able to relieve that pressure off yourself. You know, you're able to be honest about how you truly feel, and it doesn't have to be fake. It doesn't have to be a lie. You don't have to lie to yourself to get what you want. You have to be honest. Be honest about how you really feel. And for me, being a model is nerve-wracking, okay? And it's scary, but I'm willing to accept all of that, accept all of my fears, and project that into what I want. You know, I'm being honest about it. And I feel like projecting honesty is just the key to receive honesty, to receive truth. And if you don't want to receive truth, you're just going to be deceived for the rest of your life.
Basically, you're gonna have to come up with scenarios until you give up. Because the moment you stop, reality will hit you hard. So you better be willing to do it for the rest of your life.
Don't deceive yourself. Don't deceive your own emotions. Don't deceive how you truly feel, because you'll easily be deceived. If you can deceive yourself, anyone can deceive you. Like, seriously, think about that. If you can lie to yourself, anyone can lie to you. So choose honesty, choose to be honest with other people, and if you feel some type of way about someone, be honest. Be honest, because you will feel so much better about yourself if you're able to be honest with them, and you can go about your life not pretending to care. You know, if you really don't care, tell them you don't.
Okay, I found her page on LinkedIn. Turns out she is actually a freelance model located in Tampa. Wait, I might actually open it for you guys. Because I was actually curious what she does in general. And yeah, turns out this is actually what she does. Wait, where's the picture? The thing on on my iPad had the picture. So you're just gonna have to trust me. Hostess at Olive Garden. That's interesting. University of Tampa, University of Tampa. All right. Well, nice background. Not gonna lie. I have mutual connections. Oh yeah, I don't want to sign in right now. Ah, doesn't exist. Okay. It's all good.
Care. Why waste energy pretending you care? You know? Same with yourself. If you really don't care about waking up and, you know, getting your teeth brushed or whatever, like if you don't care about that stuff and you're lying to yourself doing it, like just think.
Although I'm not gonna lie, I'm reading her about profile right now, and yeah, you can do better. I'm not gonna lie, but it's always been a problem for a lot of people to do their profiles.
Think about how much you really lie to yourself. Seriously. Think about how much you really deceive yourself. Because being honest is a higher frequency. It's hard to tap into a higher frequency if you're used to a low frequency. And lying
Yep.
it's a low frequency because you're faking something, you're hiding something, you know? And lying could also be just not saying something in general. Lying could just be you hiding the facts of your emotions. Like, you hiding your emotions is you lying to yourself. You pretending you don't feel some sort of way is you lying to yourself.
Like, you don't have to express them everywhere, but you have to accept and at least sometimes analyze them.
So the amount of times that you deceive yourself is the amount of times that someone else can deceive you.
Oh yeah, I can't hear you.
Being honest has opened up so many doors for me. It has allowed me to feel more in my skin.
That is actually true. I'm not gonna lie. The moment I felt the best was when I genuinely stopped lying, because a lot of the times I lied because I thought that people aren't going to accept or appreciate what I say. And then I just stopped. I just thought I'd start being honest with everyone, and life got easier. So this could be a moral of the video, even.
Than ever. Like, being in your skin is underrated. Like, for you to really feel like you are in your skin and you own it and you're proud of it, you're proud of walking around every day and, you know, enjoying life. Like, be honest about how you truly feel, because you will not be able to enjoy life without true honesty, without the real truth of yourself. And honestly, you won't be able to accept any truths. You'll probably feel like everyone's lying to you because you lie to yourself so much. Like, think about that. Think about that reverse psychology, because you're only going to believe as much as you believe in yourself.
Yeah.
You know? So if you can't be honest about certain things in your life, certain aspects, you're going to be missing that part in the future. You're going to be missing it when you're looking for it in someone else. And that's where relationships can fuck it all up. It can mess it all up. Relationships will force you to be honest.
Relationships will show you what it's like if you're not being honest to yourself.
A friendship will force you to be honest.
Same.
A boyfriend, girlfriend will force you to be honest with yourself. And if you can't be honest with yourself, you're not ready. You are not ready for that type of commitment. You're not ready for that type of understanding, because you need to understand yourself in order to understand another person. And it goes both ways. Like, you need to understand. You need to understand your truth. And, you know, there's a lot of things that we got to do that we don't want to do. You know, we got to go to work.
Who's gonna carry the boats in the wall?
Got to make money. We got to eat food. We got to exercise. We have to do these things. And I feel like we're all projecting this sense of ego, this sense of fake truth. Like, it's all fathomable. We're able to do everything, you know, like girl boss. Like, we can do everything. We can go get the job. We can get the money. We can go make sure that we look good. And it's all like, all the things that we have to do, we don't want to do all of them.
True.
Like, come on, be honest with yourself. Do you really?
But we want to get the results that come from them. That's why we go do the things.
Want to go to work? Do you want to?
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind if I had free money, but I just pick the work that I want to do the most.
Go to work.
I know. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoy doing the work. Not always, obviously, but more than a lot of the people that I know.
Like, if you didn't have to go to work, if you didn't have to make money, would you want to make money? Would you want to go out there and work? No. Let's start being honest with ourselves and stop deceiving ourselves on how we feel about these things. You know, it's easier to accept, and
I could take over the world without money. Yeah, probably I wouldn't try making them as well.
It's easier to just go about life being honest about it. You know, you might have to go to work, but you don't have to admit you like it. You don't have to pretend you like it. You don't have to pretend it's okay. You know, you can change your job. You can change your perspective. Perspective is everything. So you don't always have to change your job. All you have to do is probably change your perspective. And the perspective changes once you be honest with yourself. Once you be honest with yourself, it's like magic. It's like a totally different thought process. You're able to be a little more grateful. You're able to walk around and accept honesty from people. You're able to navigate truth. And you're able to be more honest about yourself and your actions and what you're doing. So let's stop deceiving ourselves. Let's stop pretending that we like to do things. Let's, you know, accept the fact that we might not like to work. You know, we might not like going to the gym. But guess what? You're still going to show up and honestly...
and do the work and get the results that you want to get.
Being honest about it, you'll feel better about it. Because if you don't like doing it and you're still doing it, you just feel better. You feel better about it because you got that drive. You got that discipline.
Yes.
Discipline. You know, discipline is underrated. And you can really only appreciate that when you're honest about it. You know, when you're honest about the fact that you don't want to do it and you still do it anyways. Like, if you're able to accept that sort of thought process, it makes it easier and it drives you more, gives you more motivation.
Yeah.
And in that way, you're more humble in the end because you could admit that you didn't even like it in the first place. So, yeah. Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's be honest. You know, let's freaking be honest here. Let's be honest. Like, you know, back in the day when Instagram first, well, not back in the day, I'm over here 20 years old, like, when Instagram was first spawned, you know, we would post those posts, talk about, oh, like for a to be honest, like for a to be rate, you know, like, let me rate you 1 through 10. Let me give you an honest opinion of you.
Oh my God, I even remember those stories. Yeah. Like 2018 or something.
We need to do more, to be honest. Like, let's be real. Let's be for real. Let's be freaking for real, you know? Let's stop acting like we got it all figured out, because we freaking don't. We're all literally living in the same bubble and practically the same lives. So let's stop acting like we know everything and be humble, be honest, and, you know, stop deceiving yourself, because you're setting yourself back, and you're probably setting your relationships back and what they could be for yourself. So yeah, that's today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's about honesty. Yeah, and I figured out the storage thing. It was a whole shebang. I had to put everything on my laptop. I have so many pictures and videos, it's ridiculous, but yeah.
Yeah, she's probably not talking about honesty right now. Moral of the story. I think in general, moral of life. Yeah, it's a moral of life that I think will be a perfect closure to the reaction. If you're honest to yourself, your life will get easier. Your life will get 100%. It doesn't mean, for example, even that you can't lie. I'm not encouraging you, but I obviously understand there are some moments where you have to not tell the truth. But if you're at least honest to yourself on what you're doing, why you're doing, and how you're doing it, trust me, life will be easier. And with that being said, this was Zyno77. We went through 3 videos today, 3 reactions. So you're definitely gonna watch this on replay as well as you did live right now. So the only thing I'm asking for you is a reaction from you in the comment section, via liking or disliking, via subscriptions, reactions. Let's be honest. And you can also be honest to me, be honest to the reactions, be honest to the thoughts that I share, and say everything that you want. Express your reaction. With that being said, I will see you in my other videos. Have a great night to all of you, both watching it live and watching it on replay.